You're listening to Tehachapi with Key Budge, Tori Costello, Greg Garrett, and Ashley Whitmore.
It's Tehachapi time. Key Budge, Claire Scotty. Claire, how are you?
I'm trying to stay warm today.
It is a little chilly outside. January is here, and we've felt it with a force. I think we're coming to the end of a little bit of some storms, and we might have some warmer weather upon us.
I was looking at the forecast, and it looks like the sun is coming in this weekend. It's warming up a little bit, and we're very excited to get back out there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to just seeing the sun for more than 15 minutes at a time.
Yes.
So what do we have going on this weekend?
Yes, so this weekend is a little bit slower again. January, not as much going on, but Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company is back open, and they have a full lineup, and all the breweries have different things happening. And so if you're getting a little stir crazy, getting that cabin fever, there's plenty to keep you busy.
Love that. And I bet you that if you catch one of our wine or vineyard owners, they might have more time to spend and kind of tell their story a little bit, because I know how busy they are during harvest season and all the. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right, Key. I think this is a really good time to go and track down some of these wine growers and winery operators and tasting room operators and get their story and really learn a little bit more about what you're tasting.
I think if you know a little bit about the story, it makes the wine even better. You appreciate it even more when you start to hear some of the science, the history, and their passion for what they do.
Yes, I agree. I really do think that there's power behind those stories. And also when you're tasting it, you can start tasting, oh, okay, I see what they're talking about with, these flavors coming in because there was so much sunshine or so much warmth or so much, rain that year. There's so much more to learn, and it really does heighten the whole experience.
I totally agree.
All right, well, let's talk about what our vineyards and tasting rooms are doing. Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company has Jake Schwartz performing from 2 to 5 on Saturday. And on Sunday, Joey Fulco will be there from 2 to 5. And they are serving their famous smoked tri-tip sandwiches. I know, I've been missing those. Tehachapi Winery, it has Danny Sal coming from 2 to 5 on Saturday. Claudia's Catering will be there. And then Guitar Ted is performing from 2 to 5 on Sunday, and they will have our charcuterie boxes all weekend. Dorner Family Vineyard has Steve Hill performing from 1 to 5 on Saturday, and Michael Peters will be there on Sunday from 2 to 5. And they're serving chicken salad sandwiches this weekend. They will have their charcuterie as well. They are still serving glue wine and beer. And then Triassic has Garrison Kennedy performing on Saturday from 3:30 to 5:30, and Whole Shot Pizza will be there on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Walt and Pam will be performing from 3:30 to 5:30. And heading over to our breweries, Local Craft Beer has their open mic night, their musical open mic night on Thursday, and Woodfire Pizza will be there. And then every Wednesday, they have the Geeks Who Drink Trivia Night at 6:30. That is becoming such a hit. Every picture I see that they post, there's more and more people that are coming and enjoying and seeing how much they know. Pokey Express is usually the one there to cater, but if you're curious, you can always pop over to Local Craft Beer's Facebook page and they'll kind of tell you who's catering that night. West Lane has a paint night tonight with As Unique as the Art, and Kiki's Tacos will be there. Friday night, Pokey Express will be there. And on Saturday, Alex Harrington with Whiskey Revolution is performing, and Pokey will be there again. Old West Brewing has their open mic night on Friday, and then they have karaoke with DJ Tom on Saturday with H.O. Amano. They'll be serving food. And on Wednesdays, they have their Paint and Pints with All That's Painted, and that starts at 5:45. They are also carrying our brew boxes, which is similar to the charcuterie boxes, but they're changed up a little bit to pair with the beers that they're serving. And then Four Seasons delivers on Sundays now only. And, there's a few different food options that come through. Now there should be a little bite every time you go in of something. A few things happening this weekend in town. There's one or two things that I've found and that some people reached out and shared with us. But on Tuesday, January 24th, Red House Barbecue is hosting a Learn How to Make Mozzarella Cheese workshop, which is pretty cool.
That sounds very interesting. I love that.
Yeah, so if you've ever been curious about what goes into making mozzarella cheese, this might be the way to look into that and learn. That's at 6 p.m. Tuesday, January 24th. It's $60, that's 60 per person. And you need to call Red House in order to reserve, and that phone number is 661-822-0772. And then our local public library has family board games all day Saturday this weekend. On the 24th, they have toddler time at 10:45. On the 25th, they have a Got Yarn knitting club that meets at 4 p.m. And then on the 26th, they have preschool story time at 11 a.m. and Lego club starting at 2. So lots of fun stuff going on, even though it's pretty chilly outside.
Yeah. And our friends over at the Tehachapi Symphony Orchestra also sent us over a note asking if we would help to promote their winter concert. It'll be Sunday, March 12th at Country Oaks Baptist Church beginning at 4 p.m. And you can find out more by going to tehachapiorchestra.com, or you can call 821-7511. And the concerts are free for the community.
Yes, and we'll be sure to mention that too as we get a little bit closer, but that's a really good thing to plan for ahead of time. Those concerts are so lovely and just a chance to really escape and let the music wash over you.
There you go.
What lovely.
What a great description of that concert and the feeling of being there. Just as it washes right over you. And then we also want to plug Love, this play that the BK will be releasing in February, beginning February 3rd, and it runs through past Valentine's Day. Great date type of event. And we had Gary Mazzola in here talking about it the other day on a podcast. So you can get more information. Just check an earlier episode of Tehachapi, and you can get all the details on that. So there are things to do as we head towards spring. Spring's, it's not too far off in the future.
Yes. I feel like we're all going to blink, and then the poppies will be here again, and all these beautiful wildflowers, and the sun will be shining more, and things are going to heat up. But speaking of heating up, there are more Valentine's activities coming up, and I wanted a chance to share that. If
please.
Time. Okay. All right. Well, Old West Brewing is hosting their own Valentine's event on February 11th from noon to 6. They will have various vendors, Valentine's crafts, beer, different kinds of foods, and kittens. Fixin' Feral Felines is hosting an adoption event that same day at Old West Brewing. If you've been thinking about livening up your home with a cute little kitten and giving them a wonderful home, please come check out this event. Or if you have blankets, enclosures, anything that you think might be useful for an organization like this who takes in kittens and cats and tries to help our local stray animal population, then this is also a good place to donate those items as well.
Great.
Triassic Vineyards is also having 2 different Valentine's romantic events. They have a wine and chocolate pairing on February 5th at 1 p.m., and that's $35 a person or $30 for wine club members. And this is where we learn a little bit from a chocolatier, we learn a little bit about wine tasting, and we figure out the best practices for pairing certain chocolates with certain wines.
Okay.
And so really kind of fun. It could be a girls' day, it could be a date day, it could be a treat yourself day. Lots of fun options there. On February 11th from 5 to 7, they will have a Valentine's dinner catered by Claudia's Catering. She will be making lasagna, salad, garlic cheesy bread, and there will be a delicious dessert. And you can make reservations at 661-822-5341. And as a little rehash from last week, if you're interested in checking out what other Valentine's Day options are, Tehachapi Winery on the 11th from noon to 5 has a sip and shop with live music, shopping, sangria, dessert pairings, all kinds of funsies. Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company has Valentine's dinner on Tuesday, February 14th from 5 to 8. Tom Carlson will be there performing, and Mosner Farms is catering bruschetta, flatbread, chicken piccata, roasted veggies, pasta, spinach salad, and tiramisu. That's $45 for non-members and $40 for members. And please call for reservations, 661-822-9233. And then Dorner Family Vineyard has a Galentine's Ladies Night, ladies only, Friday, February 10th from 6 to 9. And Marlon McKee will be there performing, $22, and that includes your first drink. And you do need to contact them for reservations. They'd rather have you do it online with DornerFamilyVineyard.com.
Click on shop, and then under the events, it's there. I know because I checked, so that's how you do it. So it's real easy to do online.
Awesome. Thanks. And then on February 14th, they also have a Valentine's dinner from 6 to 9. So 1 glass of wine is included in this price, and that also goes with a 5-course Tuscan meal, including caprese salad, minestrone soup, Caesar salad, chicken fettuccine, Parmesan zucchini, garlic bread, and crostata al limon. So please, again, check out their website to get reservations for that. That's $60 a person and $55 for wine club members.
Very nice.
So
we've got things to choose from, things to look forward to. So we've teased a little bit of February, a little bit of March, and just thinking about something special to do. You can stay here in the Tehachapi area. You can invite friends up. There are things to do. You just have to take a listen and then mark your calendar.
Yes.
So let's talk about Discover Tehachapi. You and your husband, Chris, own this business. You are a part of this industry, and it's like the next level, the supporting of this industry that we have with our wine tasting and our breweries. And you guys play a support role here in what you guys have created.
We really try to make it easy for people to come and taste all of our local places, our breweries, our vineyards. But I know that can be difficult, especially when alcohol is involved. You don't really want to drive yourself.
Right.
That's not safe. And you still want to enjoy. So trying to plan all that can be a little bit of a headache. So we've gone in, we've talked to all these business owners. We know the schedule. We know, who will be open when. And so all you have to do is go online, book a wine tour or a brewery tour, or you can call us to set up a custom tour. So if you like both, or if you want to set up a brewery here and a winery here and bowling here, then we can set up a whole custom tour where we can come get you. We will help figure out all those details and get you back home at the end of the day.
Excellent. And then how do people follow along or reach out and contact you?
Yeah, so if you just want to follow along, we are on Instagram and Facebook at Discover Tehachapi, and we try to post every day. And we also post what the wineries and the breweries are doing every week. So if you weren't able to write all this down this week, head over to our social media and you'll be able to see what everybody's doing. We have a website that has all kinds of information on it, discovertehachapi.com, or you can always call us and we're happy to answer any questions, 661-235-5334.
And then we also want to talk about the other wine tour and shuttle service that we have. It's Old Vineyard Charm, owned by Bill and Kim Case. And you can find more about what they do. And you can go to old, with O-L-D-E, vineyardcharm.com and get all of the details on what they offer. Well, Claire, thank you so much. I know there's a lot of work, and sometimes it's herding cats. We'll kind of refer back to what you were talked about earlier. So in herding cats and getting this information, but you do such a good job of putting it together and making it easy to follow along and go, I'm going to try this week, or I'm heading over here, or maybe it's taking the tour package. So thank you for taking that time. I know it's work.
Oh, thank you very much. It's worthwhile.
And if you're listening and maybe it's like our friends over at Tehachapi Orchestra at the Symphony, they sent us information to share. If you have something that we're able to talk about and share for an upcoming event, please send it to us at media@tehachapicityhall.com. We'll do our best to talk about it and get the information out there to share. We appreciate the time you spend with us. And Claire, we'll catch you again next week.
All right, sounds good.
Tehachapod is a conversation about Tehachapi, featuring the community members who make this such a special place to call home. If you have a question or a thought you'd like to share, email media@tehachapicityhall.com. Thank you to Gary Mazzola for sharing his song, This is Tehachapi.